I had Patrick McGowan of the Oxygen Advantage in here a few years ago, and he stuck one of those on my finger. And he actually had me run around the studio holding my breath just to show me what was going on with my oxygen levels. Also, I had had Wim Hof on many times before, known for his breathing techniques, and I was under the false assumption that doing Wim Hof breathing raised the oxygen levels in your blood. And Patrick was like, no, it lowers the carbon dioxide levels in your blood. And I was,
That's correct.
Again, I had been repeating, a wives' tale over and over again, like many people have probably. And then he showed me that, and then I did the running, and I started, I think, a little bit to understand a little bit more about what's going on in the body. But it was really eye-opening. And again, the Wim Hof breathing is interesting. It gets a certain effect. I think you're triggering parasympathetic, and we can talk about that. But it's amazing to see you can get that kind of reactions in your students that quickly. And so you're basically triggering the body into producing more red blood cells, and that's allowing them also to hold their breath longer. But those are serious times you're talking about, 4 minutes and 3 and 3.
The other part of breath holding is its own practice in and of itself. Like if you're really just working for athletic performance, breathing less. And what I do when I'm coaching people on breathing and how to increase their athletic performance is we'll go through an exercise and I'll make them breathe through their nose through the entire exercise. And doing like HIIT exercise like box jumps or burpees or those kinds of things are perfect for that. It gets your heart rate up really fast, increases the oxygen demand. And then what's making you want to breathe is the CO2. So we have a carbonic drive. Carbonic means carbon dioxide. So we have a carbonic drive, meaning the higher that our CO2 levels are, then the more that we want to breathe. It's never on a lack of oxygen. Well, I shouldn't say it's never. The lack of oxygen is a mechanism, but it's one that comes very, very late in the game. And so we're breathing based on how much CO2 we build up. And so this is called our CO2 tolerance. If you have a low CO2 tolerance, you're going to breathe a lot more. So this is kind of comparable to diet. So if you imagine you overeat, right? People that overeat take in a lot of calories, maybe 4,000 or 5,000 calories or more a day. And so their body gets used to this. And so it's not that they need those calories, but their body craves those calories. And it becomes a perpetual cycle. They eat more, they need more, but it's not helping them out in any way until you start going on a diet. I don't know if you do intermittent fasting or anything like that. I think you do intermittent fasting, right?
Yeah, I do.
Or have, yeah. And so if you notice when you start intermittent fasting, like if you're used to eating 3 meals a day or 4 meals a day or having a lot of snacks, that your body craves that food around those times. But when you start going to 1 or 2 meals a day or having long periods of it, you only get hungry at those times that you train the body. And you see that eating less has a positive beneficial effect on the body. Well, it's the same thing with breathing less. If you are over breathing all the time, your body craves all that extra oxygen because you have a really low CO2 tolerance. Your CO2 levels start to rise up a little bit and the body goes, oh, we need to breathe. And so the only way to do that is to work on breathing slow, either through the nose or through holding your breath. And once you start doing that, you notice that you need much less oxygen. And so as you breathe less, your CO2 levels get higher. When your CO2 levels are higher, oxygen goes into the cells quicker. And so this is a really important thing, not only for like athletic performance, what we've been talking about, but also for the parasympathetic nervous system.
I'm looking for partners, collaborators, colleagues who want to join forces with me around the globe and create real value, generational wealth, and financial freedom for everyone else around the world. Get involved in the cryptocurrency markets, get involved in the NFT markets. This is your moment. Life all comes down to a few moments. Don't let this pass. Now it's not too late. Next year's going to be too late. Ultimately, this is about freedom. That's the way I see it. This is about giving power back to the people and enabling billions of people worldwide to use the financial markets to improve their lives and those of their friends and their families and their communities. Honestly, I think it's a violation of human rights not to allow people basic access to financial services. Because right now people are being kept in the dark, they're being robbed of education, and it's a travesty. And so I'm looking for people that want to join me and be a part of this solution. And that all happens inside the DeFi Academy. The gains my students are making are absolutely amazing. Double, triple digit gains in the first month alone. That's amazing. This will change your life. Now is the time to get involved. I'm gonna tell you exactly how my students in my academy made money in the last 30 days. I'm talking about real trading results. And let me just whet your appetite a little bit. Let me hit you with some numbers. I'm talking Brendan from New Zealand is up 68.77% on the month. Steve from Europe up 83%. Albert in Singapore up 169.9% on one single trade. I got Susan up 153% on her call options alone, also rocking 139% returns and 442% returns as well on individual trades. These are people that are changing their financial future in the last 30 days, but it's based on trading discipline.
I've graduated over 500 students from inside my academy from over 54 countries around the world. It's amazing. When it comes to crypto, DeFi, and blockchain, we love this space. We truly believe it's the future. This is down to our core. It's authentic to what we're doing, and everybody can tell through the camera because you can't make this stuff up.
If you're watching me now, wherever you are, I implore you, take 60 seconds right now and join my academy. Apply today. Now you've got a chance. Life all comes down to a few moments. What are you gonna do? What's the choice that you're going to make?